Hey everybody, welcome to the premiere recap of Dancing with the Stars Season 10. Yes, we made it to 10 years. Alright, so the new opening, not too shabby. I really enjoyed it. New co-host? Not so much. Brooke Burke, sorry I gotta say this, but did you get your boobs redone for the new job that you got here? They were looking extremely fake. I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan of the fake boobs. Best cast ever. They've got a little bit of everything for everyone. There's something for everyone. Reality stars, Olympic athletes, regular athletes, actors, actresses. It's awesome. All right, so the show opened with Chad Ochocinco and Cheryl Burke doing the cha-cha. He's a perfectionist. He doesn't want to be lied to. If he sucks, he wants to know it because that's the only way you're ever going to get better. And I definitely have to agree with him. I think the judges need to take a lesson from him because I cannot stand when the judges pad their scores because they're like, oh, you're so sweet. Or what? No, just be honest with them. Don't feed them a line of BS. Haven't we had enough of that? All right, so he was a great open to the show along with Cheryl. I think if he just let go a little bit more, he's got a lot of potential. If he just loosened up a little bit, he ended up with an 18. All right, Shannen, Doherty, and Ballas were up next with their Viennese Waltz. She's doing it for her dad, which is really courageous because she's very nervous and she gets hives. And yeah, I'm probably a lot like her. So, she was kind of truck driverish, though. I'm sorry, Shannen. Not very graceful, but at least she's trying. I think she's going to improve a bit. She ended up with an 18 as well. Erin Andrews and Maksim Chmerkovskiy, they had a cha-cha. And it was so funny. I was laughing so hard because they danced to Kesha's TikTok. And Maddie and I were just laughing about that song this past week when she was home for spring break. Erin Andrews seemed very nervous, which made her a little bit stiff. I thought it was a good try, though, overall, since she didn't really have any dance experience, or she said she didn't have any dance experience. How many times did they say that? And they do. All right, so I think, again, she's got a lot of potential. Loosening up will help a lot. She's lucky she's got Max because I think he's really going to push her. She ended up with a 21. Not very shabby at all. Jake Pavelka and Chelsea and Chelsea Hightower up next with a Viennese Waltz. Why was Gia in the audience sitting with Vienna? To me, that would seem a little bit awkward. If I made out with my fiance and someone else did too, I don't think I want to be sitting next to them in the audience at Dancing with the Stars. Let's just say he was horrendous. He was horrible. His hold was bad. His posture was bad. He was supposed to be leaning back. He was leaning forward. He was sticking his butt out. It was very awkward. Can you tell I don't like him? Were the judges watching the same dance that I was watching? Because it seemed like a Disney cartoon. It was almost like Gaston trying to dance the Viennese Waltz. He ended up with a 20, which I thought was ridiculously kind. They were lying to you, Jake, because you probably deserve like a 15. All right, Niecy, Nash, and Louis Van Amstel up next. One of my favorite couples. They had a cha-cha. She is a pistol and a firecracker. She was the first one on the show and maybe one of the only ones on the show that actually looked like she was enjoying herself. She had confidence. She dedicated it to all the big girls. Thank you very much, Niecy. She cried at the end because she was so overwhelmed with emotion, and I thought that was awesome. I really like her. And Bruno said that she's a born-again virgin, and I have to agree. It was awesome. Len, however, put a little bitch move in there and gave her a 5, which I thought was really uncalled for. 18 she ended up with Louis. All right, everybody's been waiting for this next one. Evan Lysacek and Anna Trebunskaya. They had a Viennese Waltz. He was definitely sandbagging it in the video package. He was like, oh, I have no dance experience, blah, blah, blah. It's not the same as skating. Blah, blah. He has grace. He had beautiful lines. He's definitely going to go far, and everybody predicted it. So stop putting yourself down, Evan. If you could just figure out how to point your feet, because your ankle's not locked in a skating boot anymore, I'm sure you'll do just fine. All right, so he ended up with a 23. Then there was a message from the International Space Station. That was incredibly cool for Buzz Aldrin. And speaking of, Buzz Aldrin's up next with Ashley Costa. Now, you probably remember her from season 1 and 2 when she was Ashley Del Grosso. Why does she always get stuck with the stinkers, except for, I guess, season 1? Or, I can't remember now. Was she in the 3rd season, too? I know that she was with Master P and she was with Joey. But I don't remember if she had any other partners. If anybody knows, please put it in the comments. I'd love to relive that. Or I could just go on Wikipedia later. All right, so he's old. I'm not being mean. I'm just stating a fact. At least he remembered the routine. It was a really great performance if you like to see an old guy who can barely walk. I can't believe I just said that out loud. Hey, by the way, Tim Allen was there. Remember him? He played Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story. Well, at least Buzz had fun. Come on, he's just trying to motivate people. He ended up with a 14. I think that was pretty kind of the judges. Nicole Scherzinger and Derek Hough were up next, the power couple this season. Again, everybody's been waiting to see these two. She's the female favorite, I think, and Evan Lysacek is the male favorite. So, let's see. They had a Viennese Waltz, another sandbagger. I guess that's popular. You know, you got to play it down a little bit because you don't want to go in there too puffed up. I don't have an advantage. I don't usually do this sort of thing. You're a dancer. Dance is dance. Whether it's ballroom or whether it's regular dance, you're still going to have the grace and you're still going to have the lines. And in a competition like that, that's what people notice. So it was beautiful. Of course it was. She's a dancer. Everyone predicted that she was going to do great, and she did. Despite Len giving her 7, which I thought was uncalled for, they ended up with the highest score of the night, which was a 25. All right, so Aiden Turner up next with Edyta Sliwinska. They had a cha-cha. He's hungry like the wolf, but unfortunately he's very stiff, unlike the wolf. All right, he's a lot stiff. He's no Kenny Mayne, though, so just calm down, Bruno. He ended up with a 15. Second lowest score of the night. I don't know. All right, so 2 more. We got Kate Gosselin and Tony Dovolani. I've been waiting to see this. They had a Viennese Waltz. She is so nervous. She is freaking out even at the rehearsals. I mean, people freak out when they get to the performance or like the, dress rehearsal. She was freaking out in her basement. So she's got to slap a smile on her face and pretend to be enjoying it. Otherwise, it's just not going to fly. So she was deer in the headlights. I'm sorry. She was the proverbial bear in the swamp. I love Kate Gosselin, but she's got to lighten up. She's got to let go of some of her stress. So they ended up with a 16, which I thought was probably about right for them. Closing the show, Pamela Anderson and Damien Whitewood. I was waiting to see Damien Whitewood because I would love to go see that musical Burn the Floor, and he is on hiatus, I guess, from that. They had a cha-cha. She is a self-avowed spaz. She's like, I ain't got nothing going on. You know what? She's not lying. She substituted every stripper move she knew for dance moves. Plus, when combined with his creative cougar choreography, specially made for the show, they ended up with a 21. I mean, smoking sexy mirrors, I guess. So next week, kids, there's no results show tomorrow. Next week is the next show. They're going to be doing a Foxtrot and a Jive. And somebody is going home next Tuesday. So be sure to tune in. Till then, much love.